Hey guys, it's Jon Burgher, the Mailbox Guy. Today we're going to take you on a little journey over to the very first property I ever purchased. It's right around the corner from the office here. Bought it for around $65,000, but you're going to have to watch the video to find out what we sold it for 12 years later. Guys, if you like content like this, like the video, and let's put some mailbox money in your hip pocket.
The property behind me, I wanted to get into rental properties. Thought it'd be the best way to get passive income. We had a family friend that was a realtor here in town and actually a big broker. Told him I wanted to be a landlord and get rental properties. I was actually up north in the cooler weather. Like right now, it's about 110 degrees out here. But he calls me and says, John, I got a rental property for you. It's a little triplex and they're going to do seller carry for you. I went, great. I got $5,000. He says, okay. He says, it's going to cost you 10. I said, Dale, I don't have 10. I got 5. He says, okay. He hangs up. About an hour and a half later, he calls me, John, you just bought yourself a property. I went, great, for $5,000 down? He says, nope. He says, 10 grand down. I said, Dale, I don't have it. He says, yes, you do, because I'm going to carry the other 5 for you out of my commissions. You pay me $50 a month until it's paid in full, and we're all good to go. So we picked this house up on a seller finance deal, paid $64,900 on it, and Dale carried the other $5,000. I put $5,000 down. We closed on it. That's where it started. We'll get back. I'll show you some more figures.
Hey guys, we just got back from the very first property that I ever purchased. I want to go through some numbers with you. It astounded me when I actually started going through this last night. This was, again, a seller finance deal with an elderly couple that had to sell off this triplex. It came from my mentor. So definitely get a mentor, get coaching, guys. But here's how the transaction went down. Back in '93, I paid $64,900 for this property. Through seller finance, $10,000 down. If you remember, we just had my realtor carried $5,000 of it. I paid down $5,000. So I got in this property for $5,000, okay? As you go down through the paperwork here, in '95, the couple needed to have their money. Ninja note here. And that is, when you do seller financing, in that note, you want first right of refusal so that if they have to sell off that note, you get to buy it with a discount. So I bought that note for a $20,000 discount. So I ended up paying about $42,000 for that note because I had some principal pay down over the years. So I refinanced it with a bank. With that, took it back over. And so now I'm really into that on a basis of $42,000, not $64,000. So keep that in mind. Then, cool part is in 1998, and this is another ninja trick, we refinanced it and did a cash out refi. With that cash out refi, I put $33,000 in my pocket. Who's paying for that? My tenants are, not me. That $33,000 is not taxable, okay? Again, not taxable. That's $33,000 you can go spend, do whatever you want to, and none of it goes to Uncle Sam. Because it's loaned money, your tenants are paying that back, not you. So we carried that on through, and as we go through a few years, in '05, I sold that property. We would have collected about $86,000 in rents over that time frame, which basically equates back down to about $7,200 a year in rent for 3 units. Now this is back when these things were renting for $400 to $500, maybe $600 max, okay? So that's huge. But here's where it really gets and blows your mind. In '05, remember, I have a basis of about $42,000 in this property. I sold that property for $214,750. That's an equity gain, and this is true money because now it's money in my hip pocket of $169,000 roughly, okay? That's huge. Now, if you think about it, that breaks down to a little over $14,000 a year. Now you add in your rent of that $72,000, So over that 12 years I owned that property, I was making about $21,000 a year on that single property. Mailbox money works, guys. Come see what we can do. Check out our course as well as the links below for any of the free resources that we have.